Are you there? Are you there? You ancient sodomites? Are you there? Are you there? Sodomites united. Autobots roll out. Sodomites roll in. Yeah. Bunch of homosexuals. Well, what a big cigar here. I would say it's minimum Churchill, but it'd be, and it's boxy press. Is this a 54 gauge? This is the Spellbound. Now I paid like $20, Pennsylvania. The prices just went up. Everything went up like 55 cents for whatever reason. They said costs. So I'm sure the electric bill and water bill went up. So whatever, everything went up, I guess. 10%. I guess maybe like 5%. No. 2.5%, I guess. 10% would have been $2 or 20 or 18, whatever. 5% would have been $1, 1.50. Yeah. If that makes any sense. Ashton VSG is such a lovely cigar. Such a lifetime worthy re-smokable cigar. I could smoke this shit over and over and over again. Just hanging out with it. I've smoked the Spellbound before. Not like many times. Most of the times I think I had this around Robusto or Corona. I normally see shops having this in a smaller size or around Robusto. Dark, bready, sweet, and more like a chocolate sweetness. Slight funk. I like the Ashton VSG in pretty much every size. Each one's going to give you a little different interpretation of the same type of tobacco. So excuse me. I got less than normal sleep last night, which is fantastic. Got that going on. So who knows how long this live will be? And I know that the NSA has been trying to really hide my channel since we're talking a lot about politicians and CEOs, and corporations, and people of all different religious backgrounds on the highest level being secret satanic pedophiles that eat and torture and torment children and drink their blood for the adrenochrome. I'm going to pair this actually with a Starbucks, and this is going to be a hot latte as opposed to hot latte, which is probably something that's going on at a gay strip club or something like that. I didn't look up the blend, right? Should I have looked up the blend? It's a Fuente cigar, maybe PG if he ever shows up. Yeah, I don't know if this is for you. I'm just gonna do you a favor right now. You know, I, I just did you a solid. Trust me, you'll thank me later. And yeah, take your time. Don't rush lighting a cigar. So here's the thing. The Ashton VSG is a cigar that when I don't have anything new to review, it's one of my go-tos. It's up there. If I'm smoking just for something I want, see, most of the time I smoke when I want to smoke. I'm reviewing stuff for the channel. What I mean is, like, of course I picked it out, but I'm saying, but like, what's things that I already know I like? Well, there's definitely a few cigars that I go back to over and over again. Things worth my time that I want to revisit. And I have never had a bad time with an Ashton VSG. Past construction, I'm talking about actual flavor, interpretation, how I felt afterwards. I always sleep good after smoking a high-end Fuente, whether it's Opus X, Anejo, or an Ashton VSG. If you don't know, this is not Ashton doesn't make the cigars. They contract them out. So the Ashton brand, for the most part, like the Ashton Age Maduro, their Connecticut Shades, the ESG, the VSG, the Symmetry. I already said the ESG. Those are Fuente cigars, repackaged. Ashton labels cigars, not Ashton as a corporation, because Ashton also owns Roma de Cuba and the Parrot brand. They make Quintessence. What is that called? Oh, that company that makes it's a Cuban name, and I can't remember it. The company that makes the Quintessence cigar with the parrot. It's a brand that nobody fucking talks about. I don't know if anyone smokes. What's the name of that brand? Well, look up the Ashton Corporation. They have 3 brands. You got Ashton, as far as cigars, and that's all Fuente product. Then the other 2 brands are all my father's cigars out of Nicaragua. So you have the oh fuck. You have the La Roma de Cuba and then the other one, which with the Quintessence. I can't remember the name of it. I can't. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. It's not La Gloria Cubana. It's oh man, I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, I gotta remember. I don't even want to Google it. What is the other brand that Ashton owns? What is it? Now remember, the longer you go with a cigar, the more time it's going to take to build up, because the more distance also the smoke has to travel, and the shorter the cigar gets, the more immediately the flavor hits you. Um, Also, less loss. The smoke has to travel through the filler and the binder. Obviously, it doesn't travel through the wrapper. The wrapper's over the binder. Well, once you have the filler, and then the binder binds it, it's pretty much a sealed unit. The wrapper is just a layer outside the binder. And that's as far as flavor, we're not talking about that. But as far as the smoke has to travel through the filler, definitely bound by the binder. And the longer distance you have, the more of the filler and binder the smoke has to go through. There's going to be loss. At the same time, as you smoke it, by the time you get to here, this tobacco in here has been getting coated with all the smoke from over here. As you smoke it, the smoke has to travel. The smoke has to travel through what hasn't been smoked yet. So in a way, the tobacco that's not sacrificed is getting smothered with the smoke of the tobacco that was sacrificed. Now, this is all legal and true what I'm telling you, but nobody thinks about these things. Picture like if you were drinking a glass. You don't drink a glass, you drink from a glass. Picture you're drinking a glass of beer, and as you drank the beer, the glass disappeared with the beer. I guess the only way you can describe it is like an ice cream cone. As you eat the ice cream from an ice cream cone, but also the cone destroys its. You get what I'm trying to say, but it's not exactly though. But you get what I'm trying to say. What makes the cigar operate is also what makes the cigar destroy itself. Once you light a cigar, it's on a suicide mission, but it's not a immediate suicide. It's on. Once you light a cigar is on a self-sacrifice of complete torture. Well, I waved this cigar like 10 times, and that didn't work. These are real matches. If you drop this match, your car's gonna go on fire. So watch out. These are real matches. Diamond, diamond. Now we're starting off at a medium strength cigar. Being that this is a larger gauge and a very long cigar, I feel like it's 7 inches. No Diddy. Peace be upon Diddy. Maybe 7.5. Man, Sacco, do you smoke cigars? Sacco, do you even smoke cigars? Why am I even here? Why? I mean, I should just be chilling, listen to Bob Dylan. I kind of just check in. Also, there are guys that watch. What's your name? Do you smoke cigars? Are you a cat? Let me ask you a question, Meow. Are you a cat? What? What is this? I don't speak. I don't know what you're saying. You're a cat at heart. Do you not like being human? Do you have a therapist, or do you go to like the veterinarian? Right. So I'm going to do yourself a favor. You're going to bring upon our first commercial break. Right, sing it, you sodomites. I don't see. Like what do people think? This is a game? You think you're my brother, Parker Brothers? You think this is Monopoly? Connect Four, motherfucker? Scrabble? You trying to scrabble my sack? What's wrong with you? Richie doesn't want anybody here. Richie caps people just for showing up. People like, hey, what's up? I'm on. Nobody cares. It's a very pleasant cigar, the Ashton VSG. Very classy. I love the flavor on this cigar. Are you circumcised? Well, we know you're a homosexual. And every time a homosexual shows up here, I gotta warn everyone. Guys, we got a sodomite. Fucking faggot.
don't love you like I do now. But when your mama don't know the way that you take me, she don't know that I'll be what you make me. Your mama don't know that I'm dancing to your song. Your mama don't know that I can't do you no wrong. Your mama don't know. Your mama don't know that I'm dancing on the string. Your mama don't know that I'll be your everything. Your mama don't know. Your mama said I was bad influence on you. And she said.
Anyways, I'd like to welcome PG to the lounge. It's his first time here. He's new to cigars and he's never tried tobacco. He says he's trying to cut out his homosexual urges, and I wish him all the best with that. It's just a spellbound. I'd say it's one of the larger Ashton VSGs. It might be the longest. I don't think so. There might be one bigger VSG in length. But would you say this is a 7x54? What a shitty sound system. This is 7x54, right? What is the spellbound? If I had to guess off the eye, it almost looks 7.5 or 7.25. It looks like a longer cigar. Maybe it's just 7 inches, but it's deceiving. That would be my guess. Around 7x54. I was dead on the money. I said 7.5. Right? The red dot is fantastic, and we're just going to have to disagree. And you're on the side of lies, and I'm on the side of truth. The Cohiba Red Dot is one of my favorite cigars for reusability over and over and over again. I love that cigar. I don't know why you hate it, and it bothers me um, that you're retarded, and that's on you. Okay, that's on you. It's just tobacco, and if you like tobacco, you should like that cigar. What's a brand? A brand is just the person that contracts that tobacco, whether they grow it themselves or have someone else do it. The brand, in a sense, is the brand is the pimp of the blend. You know what I'm saying, though? Yeah, got to get that chocha. And what I love about anything Fuente products, the draw and everything is always so nice. The burn's always good. I wouldn't say the draw on Fuentes is as fast and laser. Davidoffs have some real laser like. Davidoffs have some really laser like draws. If you notice that, and Davidoffs they they tend to burn quite fast. Um, you're also generally speaking, you're not smoking a Davidoff in an extremely large size or such a heavy, thick tobacco. Um, generally speaking, there are exceptions. Uh, and I do enjoy a Davidoff from here and there. But Fuente, I think You always don't want the draw pulls well, but I wouldn't want it even more open. Like you smoke a Davidoff, you'll see what I'm talking about. Davidoffs, they pull fast. If you want to smoke a Davidoff fast, you can, especially on the lighter side. Go smoke a Davidoff on the white band side. Those things, you could smoke them quick. See, I know what I'm talking about. Now, here's the thing: if you say what brand overall has, if we're using the word best draw as far as not just speed, but it pulls. The Davidoff draw. We're not talking about the flavor or the actual construction cigar. That's separate. But the actual draw, how it operates, it would be like a sports cigar. Like the draw on Davidoff is renowned. And that might mean something to some people. But I find myself, I like savoring Fuente cigars. Whether it's the Opus X, the Anejo, Angel Share, Rare Pink, VSG. Um, I don't think I'd want them to operate faster, if that makes any sense. But and that's like a brand ethos, right? It's not just but the profile, but it's everything. A brand is not just a blend, right? It's more than that. How it all, from the price point to the look of the cigar to the shapes, the sizes, the boxes, the bands, and how it operates, and all the factors. The finish. How long is the finish? How David? If you want flavor to be crisp, Davidoff's got to be probably the crispiest brand. One of them, and probably Atabey, yeah. Um, Davidoff's flavor is so clean that for many people, I've heard them say, it feels too polished. No diddy. Like it almost feels like manipulated. So if Davidoff was a piece of wood, no diddy, it would be completely sanded down. Davidoff's flavors are very polished. Um, some people might like that. It's opposite of Padron. You smoke a Padron, and the flavor is tangible, but it's coarse. And some people like that. They feel it's more aggressive. Well, I'll be honest, man. If you're having a night on the town and you're with an attractive woman and you're going for a walk after you had dinner and you light up a little Davidoff Corona or even a Davidoff short Corona, maybe you're having a cappuccino with her, you know, there, there's a time for a classy white label small Davidoff cigar. It really, uh, I've had several women um, smoke Davidoff cigars with me. I've gone over 15 years. I've banged a lot of choncha, and women never felt the white label Davidoff was coarse, or they actually enjoyed it because it was so smooth, and yeah, I've smoked Davidoff cigars after a woman sucked on it. Yeah, I guess Davidoff would be the James Bond cigar, if that makes any sense. Anyways, though, yeah, Davidoff is class. That's a question that doesn't need an answer. Is it a Fuente product? Yes. Is it a Fuente product that's above mid tier? Yes. The Fuente Hemingway Maduro is box worthy, easy to love, and lifetime worthy in any size. Although I would go with the signature. Now, however, though, it's not going to be the strongest broadleaf. If you're looking for strong dark cigars, that's not what it's going to do. But the cigar is heavenly, balanced, sweet milk, titty chocolate, black pepper, no earth, long finish, um, and really just it. The Hemingway Maduro is what's called ETL, easy to love. I don't lie, and if I hate a cigar, I don't really come back to it, unless if I'm trying to be torturous to myself. Uh, I have smoked a Hemingway Maduro more than 50 times. Easy. Could be. I've smoked Hemingway Maduro a lot. And the only reason why I don't smoke it more is it's not always at shops. Where is Crack Rock? Is Crack Rock dead? Anybody seen the crack? Cheers to you, Crack Rock. I guess the feds got you. Mm. Right up my chocha there with that latte. Honestly, I did this on purpose. I think a coffee or a cappuccino goes very well with the Ashton VSG. I would have liked to have with the Ashton VSG. I would fuck with a glass of wine with Ashton VSG. Honestly, a dark red wine. Well, some people are just cunts. Yeah, because anyone, I would tell you that the VSG is not a weak cigar, but of course, when you go larger, it calms it down a little bit. But a VSG is full of flavor, and depending on the size, medium plus to medium full. That's the range, the gambit. You're never really going to smoke a VSG and go, oh, this is full strength, 90% darkness. It's 75% darkness right now. Um, and it's a nice cigar. You're getting plenty of flavor, enough strength to push it. If they pushed it any hard, now as you smoke the VSG, the strength will pick up a little bit. Look, at the end of the day, right? Any tobacco, as far as the cigar, and any liquor is better than nothing. We could start with that. Okay. However, though, some cigars you could smoke first and then drink. But if you were gonna smoke a quorum cigars, I'd want about 3 scotches first. Maybe I'll try that one night. I'll have like 3 or 4 scotches on the live, joke around, and then we will light up a quorum cigar, a piece of shit, and maybe it will be tolerable. May kind of like an ugly woman. If you're at a bar but you're drunk and so you got like beer goggles on, maybe this time it'll be different. Salute to you. And with that salute, that will bring us to our next commercial break. You bunch of sodom.
Orange, Northeast PA.
Shut the fuck up. Cigar's going great. We're at a medium plus, 75% darkness. What am I getting? Sweet milk titty, chocolate, black pepper, nice slight breadiness, a little bit of nuttiness, and all in all, a beautiful, delightful, classy, sweet, uh, semi-dark, semi-strong cigar. Nobody would say VSG is a dark cigar, but it's darker than a Connecticut shade. You know, it's very balanced, very tangible, very approachable, um, but so much flavor and so much beautiful flavor, so much harmonious flavor. The flavors combined make sense. When you smoke a VSG, you're like, damn, everything's okay in the world. If chocha tasted like a cigar, if your woman had a VSG chocha, you'd be okay with that. I've had a few VSG chochas in my life. Solid. Solid. You know? Fresh. Classy. You know? Easy to love. Yeah. Now, Sacco stopped by, but Sacco is dead to the channel. He's not making bread anymore. Sacco doesn't smoke cigars anymore. And that's all right. I don't know what happened to Sacco. And I'm going to forgive you for that, Sacco. You used to be my homie, Sacco. You used to ride with me, Sacco. Now I don't know you no more. I'm going to have to close my hand. No, I'm just fucking with you. He's like, Sacco. Mm. Oh, yeah. Black pepper picking up. Nice. Nutty pick it up. The nice breadiness. It's not like a twangy breadiness like a Habano. It's more like almost like a dessert bread. It's very nice. Like a baked loaf. It's very nice. Milk chocolate. Very nice. It's not the heaviest, darkest milk chocolate. It's nice. It's nice. Like there's like dark chocolate. It's like chocolate like from a brownie. It's not that kind of chocolate. It feels like the chocolate from like a chocolate chip cookie. Like it's chocolate, but it's not like super dark chocolate. Is the cigar worth the money? Can I put you in the dome for 10 minutes? Yeah, of course, Ashton VSG is box worthy, easy to love, PG approved, and Sacco says it tastes like paint. And I will say that the Ashton VSG probably has one of the best ashes. You could have great construction with solid ash, but for some reason, the tobacco in this, the way it burns, it becomes very, 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 very strong. And that's due to Fuente, but also the blend. Well, I got some bad news here. We have a gentleman here in the mall. It's this gentleman in his plaid pants. And somebody was holding their phone. And they ran up to this man in plaid pants. And they pulled their pants down. When they pulled this man's pants down, it exposed that he was just walking around with dry diarrhea shit between his cheeks. And everyone at the mall, this was at a mall, what do you call it? Cafeteria. People go to eat. After this man's diarrhea was exposed, um, he ran and he slipped on the floor, and there he is on the floor with his shit stained underwear. At that point, you just need to find the nearest bridge and jump off head first with 2 rocks in your pocket. Your life is over. Who goes to the mall after they shit themselves? This is dry diarrhea. Who goes? Because if you shit yourself at the mall, you need to excuse yourself. You need to excuse yourself. The funny thing, Sacco, the guy was just standing there like he was on his phone, like he was in the cafeteria. Like who does that? Who walks around the mall like that? Who does that? Who walks around a mall with diarrhea in their pants? Who would do that? Who how low is your bar for hygiene that you're gonna walk around and have diarrhea in your pants? He probably ate the mall tacos. You're right. Hmm. Well, flavor is delicious. Finish is getting longer. The finish is kind of buttery and oily. It's hanging out, but it's not a super heavy finish, but it's long. The finish is no ditty is very very nice. Um, it's very in this larger size. It's going to open up and be a little less intense, especially in the first half. But it's delicious. It's delicious. Home to smoke, it's definitely a solid medium plus. I know as I smoke it, it will pick up in strength and probably end on around a medium full, give or take. I love the Ashton VSG. I'm completely content. The Ashton VSG is the kind of cigar that I could smoke it the rest of my life, especially if you give it to me in variable sizes. Oh, yeah. If you could be stuck with only one blend, the VSG is a good contender because it's dark enough, but you could still smoke Ashton VSG after breakfast. You could. You could smoke Ashton VSG at daytime, and you could definitely smoke Ashton VSG after a steak. So Ashton VSG, it fits a perfect gambit of being comfortable, semi-strong, but perfect for any time. Nobody smokes Padron 64 Maduro at breakfast. You could, but I mean, realistically, you're not. Yeah, you know. Next at 10, a mayor charged with voyeurism after he was sniffing a young teenager girl's panties. Guys, I don't know if you know this, and I'm going to go to commercial break after this. Let me know in the comments. Did you know if you're an adult man and also the mayor, which is irrelevant, but still, did you know if you're the mayor, um, did you know you're not allowed to smell teenagers' underwear? We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Wrong button. All right, we're back. Um, this mayor is going to prison for smelling some young girl's underwear. Guys, he should get the death penalty. Nobody sniffing some young girl's panties should be allowed back into society. It's not right. It's not right. Oof. Oof, what the fuck, man? 38 caliber. Nothing powerful. Just a 38. Not even plus P. 38 special. That's it. 2-inch barrel. Not even 2-inch barrel. 1.78. Old school, like, I don't know, Model 60 Smith & Wesson. Model 66. Whatever the fuck. And just base of the skull. Just slow. Just, you know, you know what I'm saying? Flat nose. Flat nose. I want to crack everything, but you know. All right. Next at 10. Well, started as an online finish. This story saying a way to feel close without risking rejection. Now he lets women return. What? What is this story? How ass worship saved my sex life. All right. So this guy worships women's asses, and it saved his. I don't know if this is a real story. I don't know if this is a good story. This story saying a man worships woman's ass, and it saves his life. Did it save your life? Did, did the cheeks save your life? The cheeks? Next to 10. Well, well, there is a elementary school in Rhode Island that here it is. They have a mural to Molech. It's a modern day spin on Molech. See, Molech is the old Canaanite god, but it's just another name for Lucifer. And Molech and Baal, same shit. And where they put babies of the parents offer their babies um, to Molech for more good luck. You know, gold, water, silver, you know, power, money. Anyways, here we have elementary school at Molech with a little boy and girl by his lap. So, yeah, I don't know if this was in good taste being in an elementary school, but Molech, the modern day Molech, um, it, it's giving off very Epstein vibes. It's giving off very Epstein vibes. Anybody having pictures of Molech in their house is down with sacrificing children, no matter what religion. They could be an atheist, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, yeah. All right, next at 10. And I'm going to give you even deeper down the rabbit hole. When you were a kid, remember you used to go to the park or these playgrounds, and what was always in the playground when you go in the park, right? And you go down the slide at McDonald's, what happens? You go down the slide and you went into what? A ball pit. But it's the word ball is the same thing as bail. It's the same sound, ball, bail, and a ball pit. And remember, they used to throw the babies, and they still do. People that worship Molech in Epstein Island, they did this when they sacrifice children to Molech. It's a pit. You throw the baby in the pit. And the Old Testament Bible said, "Do not throw your children through the fire and worship Molech." Um, but anyways, though, so McDonald's, remember, you go down the slide and you end up in a ball pit. You got ba 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 ba. You got sacrificed. It's right. It's been right in front of you this whole time. This world has been run by elite pedophiles, satanic motherfuckers. Yeah, you see, that's what happens. There's so many different businessmen and politicians from all different walks of life, black, white, red, all different religions. They're not really. You can't be. People that are doing this, their religion is Satan. They're hiding behind all different religions. I don't care if it's Judaism, Catholicism, Protestantism, Christianity, Buddhist. It doesn't matter. Nobody following any religion of peace or or how treat one another, with proper respect. No one's doing that. And then also, you can't keep the Ten Commandments and also throw babies and drinking their blood for adrenochrome. You can't, sing a hymn in Catholic Mass and then, eat beef jerky made out of children. So anyone worshiping, doing these satanic things is not um, acting God, or they're acting. ungodly. They're acting satanic, and they're the inversion of godly. If God is good, then by reversal, uh, satanic behavior is bad. And I don't think there's anything more bad than people that are torturing and eating children. And so, yeah, it's so bad now that they're gonna make up some aliens. They need to distract. They need. And what was remember in Men in Black, after Men in Black, remember after they show the aliens, they the neuralizer, they make the person forget what happened. They're gonna release alien shit because they don't want you realizing that literally the company that took the yearbook pictures for your children in elementary school, this is a fact, Life Touch, that all these companies taking pictures of your children in elementary school, those yearbooks were menus for billionaire pedophiles. They were menus, and they'd pick what children to kidnap. So this has been going on for a long time. My brother was almost kidnapped when he was 14 years old. Yearbooks are menus for billionaire pedophiles. You take your yearbook, your kid, oh, get dressed up nice. You have your yearbook picture. And these companies were sending the books to billionaire pedophiles so they could pick which kids to rape and eat and kill or hunt, and all of them. These guys hunt these children. Hunger Games, it's all real. They tell you what they do, but you think it's a movie. It's not. These rich motherfuckers, they bring kids to islands and they hunt them and then everything else. So, anyways, though, they're going to release E.T., they're going to release Aliens, Men in Black, sure. Godzilla, they're going to do it all because they got to change the topic. They got to change the topic. I might drop that ash here in a minute. Next at 10. Who's this? Podesta. John Podesta, who debunked Pizzagate, has been arrested for raping toddlers. I don't know. Johnny Podesta. John Podesta, the friend, John Podesta, who was connected with Pizzagate. Apparently, they were having pizza parties at this elite pizza club in Washington, D.C. years ago. Well, this guy here, he debunked it. He said it wasn't true. And guess what he just got arrested for? Well, you could read it. And he's directly connected to Hillary Clinton, but it doesn't matter. Left or right, doesn't matter. There's people on all sides that are doing these terrible things. Great Ash. We're going to drop this Ash test. Oh, Fuente's so solid, baby. I trust Fuente. I trust Fuente. I trust it. We got about almost 2.5 inches of ash. We're going to drop you this. Solid. Anyways, this guy needs to get the death penalty. Next at 10. Hmm. Oh, this should get your blood boiling. Do you want to see the artwork in these billionaire? They've been exposing now. You know, do you have any paintings at your house? Do you have any paintings at your house? What do you have a painting of? A garden? Maybe a painting of Jesus, a painting of a dolphin. You know what I'm saying, though? Well, in these billionaires' houses, here is one of their paintings. Podesta and all these other people, this is a painting that they have in their house. Well, who would have a painting of four grown men raping a child? Well, billionaires. This is all exposed now. This is not fake. This is true. In these billionaires' houses, they have paintings of young children being called like it is. These people, these people need to be put to fucking death, pay-per-view, live. Just put them in the cage, put them in the UFC, but no rules, no ref. The Running Man style. Anyone, the guy who painted this, the guy who painted this picture, put to death. The guy who bought this picture, put to death. Put him right in the Put him right in the motherfucking cage. No rules, no gloves. Let him get destroyed. No referee. And then every time they kill one, leave the body there. What kind of sick fuck billionaire would think this is art? This is literal fact. These billionaires have artwork of children being attacked, if you understand what I'm saying. I swear to God, these people are fucking so fucking evil. Imagine having this painting in your house. Are you out of your fucking mind? There's no obsession, PG. We're not sugarcoating it. This is what's going on, and it's being exposed for too long. For way too long. People have been covering it up. No. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, then I don't know what to tell you. These people need to be hung by a noose. Hung by a motherfucking noose. In China now, they have death penalty, automatic for pedophiles. All pedophiles need to be hung by the noose on TV. This is not extremist talk. Anybody hurting children needs to be killed. And I'll say that again. Anyone hurting children needs to be put down. Next at 10, we have this sodomite man saying he was doing OnlyFans, and then he talked his sister to doing OnlyFans. So now, brother and sister doing OnlyFans. I'm sure the family is really proud. I'm sure the family's really proud doing that. This is the state of our society. Here we have some kind of parade. I don't know if this. I don't know what the hell this is. Um, uh, is he getting arrested? Could you be arrested for this in public? Is this a crime? You know what's so crazy? The world's so crazy that this seems like not even a crime. This is like, all right, some guy's going for a walk. He's taking his cock. This guy's taking a cock for a walk. He is literally taking his, maybe he had to go to bed. He's taking his cock for a walk. Where do you buy this costume? Who makes this costume? Why? 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 Why would you have this costume? What do you do with this costume? Is this a one-time use? Do you put it in the basement? Is this like a New Year's thing? Right there, PG, we're hitting the real sweet spot. We're getting into the second, third, and obviously with this longer cigar, the first third was very nice, but now the second third, we're really getting in full swing. It's almost a gentle medium full, 65 to 70% strength. We're at 75% darkness, and its cigar is just going extremely well. Next at 10. Well, I got some crazy news. Here's some crazy news. A professor who got wounded by the Unabomber back in the 90s. It turns out he was in the Epstein files, um, talking about doing stuff with little kids. What if this whole time the Unabomber was attacking pedophiles? This is a fact. There's the professor who got wounded by the Unabomber, and now with the release of the Epstein files, he was messaging Epstein years later about children. Do we owe the Unabomber an apology? The Unabomber was a hero? Bro, this is a plot twist. This is a 30-year plot twist. The Unabomber was sending bombs to pedophiles. Fuck. I did not see this coming. Yo, bring this guy back. Bring this motherfucker back. Bring this motherfucker back. Well, here we have a man in prison who has AIDS. He also worked in the kitchen. We have a man with AIDS in prison who worked in the kitchen. And here's the problem. That's right, you read that right. This man with AIDS that was in prison, he's been jerking off in the bologna sandwiches because he works in the kitchen. And he did it for a while. And finally, he said after he felt everyone in the prison has had his bologna sandwiches, he told everyone. He's also a homosexual. But he's in prison because he gave a lot of people AIDS on purpose in the homosexual community. So he went to prison for murder because he killed a lot of people with his AIDS. Some reason they put him in the kitchen. This was a mistake. And he's been jerking off in the bologna sandwiches. And a lot of the gentlemen in prison are mad and nervous that they got AIDS from a bologna sandwich. I don't know if you can get AIDS from a bologna sandwich, and I'll explain why. Here's the good news. See, unlike syphilis, gonorrhea, those are bacteria, longer shelf life. A virus, once a virus, see, if the virus comes right from somewhere out of their mouth or their, liquids, if it goes into your eye or up your ass, like immediately, yeah, it's very likely you could catch it. If any virus living outside the body in open air, it doesn't have that much long time to survive as a virus. So by the time the guy ate the bologna sandwich with jizz, the virus was probably dead. It's still disgusting, though. It's still disgusting. Plus, unless if you were sticking that bologna sandwich up your ass, which you have broken blood vessels, eating it, you probably will be okay. But you're not okay. I'm just saying, as far as medically. The point is this, guys: don't go to prison. You might be eating an AIDS bologna sandwich. Fuck. Well, shit. We're now going to expose the federal patents. Patent number 7819362B2, a patent filed in 2010. Um, this is for the advanced aerial delivery system, and this is what they use for all these chemtrails to control the weather and block out the sun. Also, we have patent 7413145B2 for aerial delivery system. Here, in case you want to look it up. Um, we also have a patent here, which the number I can't see, for an apparatus and method for ejecting matter from an aircraft. Chemtrails. We also have another patent here for a laminar microjet atomizer, a method of aerial spraying of liquids. So it is a literal fact that they're spraying in the skies. Yeah, I love laminar microjet and atomizer. I like that. I like that. I like that. Next, we have powder control generation. Sometimes you want to put other bacteria and make everyone sick, maybe catch a flu or a virus. Here we have another patent. Patent number 38991, I think, 44. In case you want to put any kind of microbes in the air, we have a powder contrail generation. Fantastic. Next, that's in. Oh, are these clouds? These are clouds. They're not clouds. It's genetic engineering. Are these clouds? No. Is this good for us? Is there vitamin D in there? Is there fluoride? Is it good for my teeth? Next at 10. How about when they're loading up the jets with this? This is what they're spraying on you. Is this vitamins and minerals? Is this vitamins and minerals? Is this vitamins and minerals? Are they loading up vitamins and minerals in this jet? I don't know if I'm supposed to be showing you these things. The CIA is probably going to kill me, but that's okay. Maybe I got nothing to lose. That's right, guys. They're spraying you every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Next at 10. Well, South Carolina this week, South Carolina introduced a bill to execute women. Um, the reason why South Carolina introduced a bill to execute women is if they have an abortion. Now, some people will say that's extreme. Also, maybe it's only fair. If a man kills his child, he goes to prison probably for life, probably get the death penalty. If a woman kills her child through abortion, it might seem like a stretch, but is it? Is there a difference? In the womb, out the womb? Isn't a baby a baby? Isn't it? I don't know. Are you a human being outside your car? Are you still a human being inside your car? Is a car my womb? So if someone kills me and I'm in my car, is that just an abortion? Oh, it's okay. I was in my womb, a car. But then I leave the car. Now I'm alive. I'm just whatever. Next at 10, trying to defend it. Um, More files in the Epstein files released by the FBI. Epstein was talking to someone about sewing on the heads of adult females on child bodies. This is literal fact. This is government released documents that the Judicial Department was protecting, and they're still protecting because they're hiding some of the names. Epstein and his people were literally talking about sewing on adult female heads onto children's bodies. Um, is this a problem? My only problem is this: not talking about it. Who are these people? Who's protecting these people? They need to be hung on TV, live. There's no fixing these people. There's no jail for these people. There's no prison for these people. They literally were emailing people because these guys are kidnapping kids by the thousands. They literally were talking about how to sew adult female heads onto children's bodies. It's in the fucking federal documents. Fucking sodomites. Which one's this? This is what I felt. Was this important? I don't know. I forget what this was about. Where I asked for something about chips in the bottle. All right. Well, Well, here's this company that's going to go out of business. This company here is a baby company called Frida Baby. And Frida Baby, Frida Baby has been putting this baby company. People are realizing that they've been putting very bizarre sexual things on baby products. Here we have a baby product, and it says, "How about a quickie?" Now this company's about to go bankrupt. Everyone on TikTok's like, "Why are they putting weird shit on baby products?" Well, then also hear about this one. This one says something about for a baby when they have gas, but obviously it's very sexual. It's disgusting. These pedophiles need to all be put to death. All of them. All of them. How about this one? Tush it real good. Yeah. Yeah. How about not? How about not? What happened to Johnson and Johnson baby powder? What happened to that? These people fucking Epstein's making baby products. What's this? Oh, this is on their website. This is Frida Baby. Frida Baby is the company that makes baby products, and then in their website it says threesome. Oh yeah, fucking Saddam, fucking sodomites. The whole company should be fucking put to death. Fucking disgusting. Also, in other news, it's been reported that Ellen DeGeneres has that she ate her ex-wife Anne Hesh in a satanic ritual in the Epstein files. I believe Anne Hesh died in that car accident. She was running. She was just trying to escape. Anyways, though, in the Epstein files, they discussed um, Anne Hesh was eaten by her ex-wife. It was also discussed in the files um, that one person said that Ellen DeGeneres has eaten over 10,000 children. I believe it. I look at that face, and that is the Joker himself. It's also ironic. In the Ellen DeGeneres show, her whole background was the same exact shapes and colors of the temple on the Epstein Island, which was the temple to Moloch. You see, these people that are running the world, it doesn't matter politics, singers, dancers, doesn't matter religion, doesn't matter the color, they're all worshiping Satan. And part of worshiping Satan is eating children because it's detestable to God. Uh, there's really nothing lower than that. So, yeah, Ellen DeGeneres is a fucking satanic witch vampire eating children. What a what a ugly bitch. Well, wowza. Right there, pick it up. We're a solid medium full. Nice milk chocolate. Beautiful, sweet, silky milk chocolate. Beautiful, sweet, milky silk chocolate. Black pepper, nice amount. Beautiful, long finish, now heavy finish, picking up. 75% darkness, slightly nutty, slightly bready, but almost like a dessert bread. It's fantastic. What is this bright lights? When are you doing this?
It's like a dirty gray. I fucking love it. It's a good color. It's a good color for its trucks. I will say.
Mm. Yeah, I love the Ashton VSG. I think it's fantastic. If you don't smoke the Ashton VSG, you are missing out. Guys, I told you 2026 is going to be the end of the world. And the world's going to go on, but the way that it was is not. All the darkness has been exposed. Uh, the Prince of England, is it Prince Andrews? He just was arrested and stripped of all of his titles. Why? Because there was evidence in the files, videos and pictures and emails that he was raping children. It's a legal fact. So he has been arrested and stripped of all titles. The Prince of England, the brother of the king. The king's brother is a child rapist. I don't know how else to tell you guys. I've been warning you for years that the world's run by satanic pedophiles. Oh, this is uncomfortable to talk about. Fuck that. We're going to talk about it. Next time you think about, oh, we're going to send, there's a war going on. All the wars are fought for satanic pedophiles. It's just a sacrifice. They create wars, they make money, but it's really about the blood. And then they end them because they're imaginary anyways. And they give it some time and they'll make another one. Guys, don't be tricked by this society. Don't be fooled. Keep God in your heart. But understand that the people at the top of all the countries around the world are evil beyond belief. And their evil knows no end. Can't be blind about it. All this shit is you're gonna be in your lungs. How does that sound? You want to breathe this shit in? Did you vote for this? Did you guys vote for aerosol spraying over your house? Did you guys vote for that? Did you? I don't know. Did you? What happened to my body, my choice? They'll spray shit in your. Did you vote for this? How many thousands of gallons of aerosol? And that's one plane. Who voted for this? I didn't vote for this. Anyways, on that note, the cigar in this experience, in this size, it's a 4.8. It's a godlike cigar. I love the Ashton VSG. I know we've talked about some very dark topics today, but they need to be talked about. All these people involved with human trafficking and smuggling of children need to be exposed, talked about, and put to death immediately. They cannot be part of our society. Anyone involved with it. It's going to happen, whether it actually happens by the government or the people. It's a level of evil that it needs to be cleansed. It needs to be cleansed. Ashton VSG, oh, it's just getting better and better every puff, and I still got about 4 inches left. No diddy. Some salty brininess is kicking up, so it's like sweet milk chocolate with a little bit of nice briny salt, slightly nutty, black pepper, a little breadiness to it. The finish is longer, 75% darkness, medium full, and it is just a delight. Every puff and the finish on the teeth, on the tongue, it's a delight. The Ashton VSG, top shelf, world class. It's pairing great with all these chemtrails that we're breathing in. I really love it. I love it. You guys stay fresh. You stay out of jail, stay out of prison, but it doesn't matter. If you steal a pair of Nikes from a local store and you get arrested, they'll put your face in the newspaper tomorrow. But apparently, If you're a billionaire and you're eating children, they'll redact your names. Why is that? Why is that? They say money talks. Well, I guess money doesn't talk. Money doesn't talk. If you get arrested for DWI tonight, it'll be in the paper tomorrow. But if you're kidnapping children and sacrificing them to Molech, redacted. Redacted. The government's been hiding this shit for years. Redacted. What a marvelous cigar. This 54 gauge, although I'm not a huge fan of larger gauges, and it's a value. When you think about what the cigar costs, $20 PA, that's expensive, sure. But compared to other cigars that are in the luxury product, the VSG is a value. It's such a great blend, so reliable, so easy to love. It's tough to beat. And this was a large cigar, 7.5 by 54. You're going to get 2 hours out of this cigar. I'm already an hour and 20 minutes in. And I still got about 3.5 inches left. So you do the math. High value, fantastic brand, fantastic quality, and it's usable for any time. I can smoke this midday, morning, 3 a.m., outside, inside. Fantastic. I love the VSG. I love the VSG. From every aspect. The price point, the availability, the quality, the flavor, the reusability, easy to love. Mm, mm. Holding that smoke, it might be as good as it gets. Could you make a better cigar than VSG? Sure. Are there a lot of cigars better than the VSG? No. There are cigars better than the VSG, but one, not that many cigars. And how much better for how much more cost? Sure, there's cigars that could be better than VSG. I'll agree to that. But how much more is it going to cost me? How much harder is it going to be to find? And what's it, you see what I'm saying though? How available is it? So the VSG hits a point of availability, price point, and such a great cigar that, and there's really not a lot. I'd say the Ashton VSG is better than easily 99% of the cigars out there. There's thousands of blends, thousands, hundreds of brands, maybe more than that. It could be over 1,000 brands, give or take, but I mean, easily hundreds of brands and thousands of blends. And you could put the VSG out of the thousands of blends you could buy. You could put it in the top 50, easy. Out of thousands, that's up there. It's up there. Maybe you could put in top 25, sure, out of thousands. But then how available? It's very available. Is it easy to love? Yeah. Is it affordable? Well, I think it's affordable for a luxury cigar. Go with God, guys. I'll see you around.